Okay, listeners, we left off with the handsome Dr. John about to sit down at the restaurant table with Elin. Let's see what happens. T.H. had seen them sitting there as he walked in, but on his way to a table, John called him over. Before Elin could catch her breath, T.H. walked toward her table with his companion in hand. "Hello, John. I see that you haven't lost your charm," T.H. harshly stated. "Come on now, T.H., this is your doing." "You two enjoy your day," replied T.H., as he and his friend abruptly walked away. As Elin was still wondering what that was all about, John interrupted her thoughts. "That's the man you want to thank, Elin. T.H. was the one who sent me up to check on you that night." Now the thoughts were racing more than ever through Elin's head. It was just what her mind conveyed. He wasn't interested in her. He was only being the gallant man he always portrayed in his movies. How could this interest be anything more? His very beautiful companion was all the proof Elin needed to keep her senses in this whole fiasco. At this point, Elin was glad that she hadn't got her hopes up. Before she could object, John quickly paid her check and escorted her from the restaurant. She did not see him as he penetrated her back with his eyes, or when his friend beside him attempted to regain his attention. Elin enjoyed John's attentiveness, but she really needed to continue her journey on her own. John made a facetious threat not to leave her alone until she relinquished her phone number. Before she could stop it, he landed a kiss on her and waved goodbye. Just as she turned to go in the other direction, she stumbled right into T.H. She couldn't quite figure out the look she got from him. Quickly excusing herself from his gaze, she hurried on her way. Her legs wouldn't move fast enough for her comfort. If she didn't trust in her own sanity, she would say that this whole Vegas experience has been the Twilight Zone and the Outer Limits combined. Thank God for tomorrow, because it was definitely time to leave Vegas. She could hardly wait to tell Rena about her out-of-this-world adventure. Rena is not going to believe this, and I couldn't blame her, because I don't even believe it. Of course, Elin's dad never did approve of her talking like that, because he knew that his baby girl was beautiful, and nothing or no one was good enough for her. Although one wouldn't think it, her dad had also instilled within Elin the concept of how special she was. But somewhere along the road of life, doubt and uncertainty had crept in. Her dad had always told her to keep her hopes up. Elin felt she had betrayed him because here she was being pleased with herself for not getting her hopes up. She had experienced her own share of heartbreaking pain, the culminating devastation being the unexpected death of her beloved mother, and even more horrendous was her father's death shortly after. Her mother and father had seen Elin through some very hard times and did their best to counsel her, always assuring Elin that someone special was placed here just for her. She was nurtured to keep the faith. A part of her tried to hold on to their belief. Another part found it easier to let it fade because she didn't want to be disappointed. Holding on to many things her parents said made her feel them in her heart. "Sweetie, if you focus so much on the bad, then you won't see when good is right in front of you." Is that what she's doing with T.H.? Is she dismissing him because of her preconceived notions? Is she prejudging him because of his breathtaking looks, his fame, and his reputation with the ladies? Even now, she could not answer those questions. She had long thought of pursuing an advanced degree in psychology to try and understand human behavior, especially her own. Chapter 3. Making her way to several boutiques and even taking in a show, Elin was quite exhausted again. She finally reached her hotel room and found another note had been slipped underneath the door. Dear Elin, I don't know who it was that hurt you, but it wasn't me. TH. What was with this guy? Was he psychic? How does he get into my thoughts? I never know how to respond to him. All she could think of now was getting out of Vegas fast. Somehow she thought leaving Vegas would return everything to normal. Doesn't everyone say that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, she was ready to believe that now more than ever. Thank God her plane back to Chicago was on time. She could not wait to board the plane and fly high above it all. Whatever TH was experiencing would also soon be forgotten by him as well. He would soon be back to making his movies, and all will be forgotten, Elin thought as she leaned back to enjoy the flight home. Unlocking the door to her condo did indeed bring peace to her mind and a sense of well-being. Because she had arrived early morning, she could get in a nap. She would later grocery shop. That was always therapeutic for her, along with going to the library. Indeed, the nap was very comforting. She was now ready for the store, which was only half a mile from her condo. She enjoyed walking through the Hyde Park neighborhood with its stately homes and deja vu surroundings. So upon returning from grocery shopping, the doorman had her sign for a package that arrived just before she came in. She retrieved the package and made her way to her mansion in the sky. That's how she liked referring to her condo, with its spectacular view of the lake. As she put away the groceries, she couldn't help but wonder about the package. She didn't immediately open it because it was important to first wash her fruits and vegetables, something she had always remembered her mom telling her. She brought an apple with her to her favorite spot in the window, where she would gaze upon the serene lakefront waters. As she opened the package, it contained a new cell phone. Who would be sending me a phone? In the bottom was a letter.